Welcome back. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we'll take a look at a word that's been in the news quite a bit lately, learn about something that has kept a lot of people warm, acknowledge the lives of one each prolific inventor and entertainer, and a song. You ready? Okay, grab your favorite cuppa and let's have a look. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for February 11th. February 11th is the 42nd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 323 days remaining to the end of the year, unless it happens to be a leap year, in which case there are 324 days. Today's word is tarriff. Tarriff is a noun that may occasionally be used as a verb. As a noun, tariff refers to a tax or duty imposed by a government on imports or exports. In this case, duty also means a tax on imported or exported goods, services, or transactions, typically based on a percentage of the total value of goods. Tariff can also refer to a list of prices, charges, or fees for goods or services. Example sentences might be, the travelers were surprised by the high tariff on luxury goods at the border, or the trade agreement aimed to reduce tariffs between the two countries, or the government imposed a tariff on imported steel to protect domestic manufacturers. When used as a verb, tariff means to levy a tariff or set a price on goods or services. The word tariff comes to us through Italian, originally from Arabic, where it meant notification or inventory of fees, from a root word that meant to define or to announce. First known use of the word tariff in the English language is in the late 1500s. Tariff. Today's word tariff was suggested by YouTube viewer @JeffGavin. Thanks, Jeff. And if you have a word you'd like us to examine in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, on February 18th, 1808, a man named Jesse Fell burned some anthracite coal in an open grate as an experiment in heating with coal. Anthracite is a metamorphosed type of coal that contains a high carbon content. It burns differently than wood does, and hotter too. And this experiment of his appears to have been successful, as coal has been used to heat homes for quite a while now. This is the birthday of Thomas Edison, born February 11th, 1847. He was an engineer, businessman, and inventor. Pretty busy guy. The top three things that pop to my mind when I hear Edison are light bulb, phonograph, and electricity. Thomas Edison died in 1931 at the age of 84. Vic Damone was born Vito Rocco Farinola on June 12, 1928 in New York City, New York. He dropped out of high school to go to work when his father was injured and couldn't work, and he was working as an elevator operator at the Paramount Theater in Manhattan when he met Perry Como there. For those of you who are too young to remember Perry Como, he was hugely popular as a singer, actor, and television personality with a career spanning over 60 years. Perry Como got on the elevator, and of course Vic Damone recognized him immediately and sang for him right there on the elevator. Perry Como was sufficiently impressed to refer Vic Damone to a friend for an audition. And so it is. As so many did in that time, Vic Damone also got his start singing at a local radio station. He progressed to variety shows and singing in clubs, and ended up with a record contract in a couple of years. His first release, I Have But One Heart, hit number 7 on the Billboard chart in the mid-1940s. Vic Damone enjoyed a nice long career, passed in 2018 at the age of 89. Vic Damone. Thinking about Vic Damone reminded me of the song What Kind of Fool Am I? Written by Leslie Bricusse and Anthony Newley in 1962, it was introduced by Anthony Newley in the musical Stop the World, I Want to Get Off, as the closing number of Act 2. The song reflects a character's introspective lament about never experiencing true love. What Kind of Fool Am I won the Grammy Award for Song of the Year in 1963, marking the first time this honor was bestowed upon British writers. Over the years, the song has been covered by numerous artists, including Sammy Davis Jr., Vic Damone, Andy Williams, Shirley Bassey, and Leslie Gore, just to name a few. The song also has references in popular culture, including a performance by Kermit the Frog on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1970, and as an inspiration for a Gary Larson cartoon. I have a link for Vic Damone's version of What Kind of Fool Am I in the description for you. Alrighty. On a personal note, I took Miss Ripley in to Glamour Paws today for a bath and a trim, and while she was there, I went myself over to the day spa for a mani-pedi. It's a pretty little, nicely done manicure. Rip managed to get that cute little bow out of her hair before we were a quarter mile from the doggy spa, but I still have my nail polish on. The daily quotes seem to be pretty popular, and I'm glad you like them, so let me leave you with one today. Austrian-American management consultant, educator, and author Peter Drucker said, "The best way to predict the future is to create it." Y'all have an awesome day now, and I'll see you next time. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.